is a country that is bursting at the seams with alpine lakes, stunning mountains, modern and historical cities, charming villages, fresh air, and adventure sports. Needless to say, it is easy to see the allure. So let us immerse into this country, shall we? Hi, I am your host Gigi. Today we will do a deep dive into the country of Austria. Let us start with the flag. The Austrian flag has three equal horizontal bands of red, white, and red bottom. The flag design is certainly one of the oldest, if not the oldest, national banners in the world. According to the legend, in 1191, following a fierce battle in the Third Crusade, Duke Leopold V of Austria's white tunic became completely blood-spattered upon removal of his white belt or sash. A white band was revealed. The red color combination was subsequently adopted as the banner. Keep in mind the Austrian flag is often mistaken by the Latvian flag. The Latvian flag is a maroon one while the Austrian flag is a red one. Let us see where Austria is located, shall we? Austria is located in Central Europe, bordering Germany, Liechtenstein, Switzerland, Italy, Hungary, and Czechia, and Slovakia and Slovenia. Phew, how many neighbors does Austria have, huh? The Alps dominate the country in the west and the center. The country has 9 states, and can you believe this? They have a state called Lower Austria that is geographically upper than the state of Upper Austria. The capital of Austria is Vienna in the center near the Slovak border. The city is a wonderful assimilation of churches, palaces, opera house and monuments and modern skyscrapers. The second largest city is Salzburg near the German border. In Graz is the third largest city is in the southern part of the country. All these three have the largest airport. Austria has a lot of castles and you can actually kind of play find the castle game. As being the part of the EU, the borders are open and there's not much controversy in its border. Unlike some countries, the only exception is the South Tyrol region. You see, the South Tyrol region was once part of Austria in the 1600s and the 1700s during the Austrian Empire. However, in the Treaty of Saint Germain and Laye and after World War I, Austria was to cede South Tyrol to Italy. The problem was most of the people there was like Austrian and they did not wanted to join Italy, but the case was resolved. This is why Austria is a relatively narrow perimeter in the eastern perimeter in the Alps. The only confusing part would be the Jongels enclave. Jongels, I don't know. Located at the German border. This is only one of the Europe's only quarter points. It is narrowly connected by Austria by a narrowly small corridor. Otherwise, you might have to dive into Germany to get there. This means if you don't want to go to Germany, you'll have to climb the Skorhaschen mountain. Wow, mountain climbers, your game for this. Otherwise, there are famous monuments such as the Schönbrunn Palace, Hatzat Oldetown, Hofburg Palace, Kreml waterfalls, Beethoven and Mozart statues, and hundreds of castles like the Hockerwied and Holzenberg and Hohenwerfen. Speaking of castles and waterfalls, let us cover physical geography. Austria is 3/4 covered in the Alps near the border of Germany, Italy and Slovenia, which makes it, well, a heap for skiing enthusiasts. These mountain ranges are the characterizing segments that give Austria its distinct national identity. The problem is these mountains do not give Austria enough land to cultivate and make food. Austria does have 40% forest land, but only 20% arable land. The tallest peak, Großknochler, is the highest peak in Austria. Lake Constance is the biggest lake, and not only in Austria but in Europe. Even though Germany and Switzerland take a huge chunk of the lake, Austria still claims at least some part of the lake. The longest river, the mighty Danube, plays a vital role in Austria's economy and trade, even flows to Vienna. The Danube River became important back in 1992 when the Rhine-Main-Danube River Canal, which finally allowed ships to pass from the North Sea through Europe into the Balkans and enter to the Black Sea. Rhine and the Elbe are the other two key rivers in Austria. The eastern part of the Austria is lush and green farmlands, perfect for cattle raising and dairy production. Speaking of cows, let us talk about fauna. There is a predominantly Central European fauna in Austria, with species that include deer, stag, rabbit, pheasant, fox, badger, marten, and partridge. Native to the alpine region are the chamois, groundhog, eagle, and mountain jackdaw. The Alps get most of the snow, and the eastern parts have mildly lush climates. In the terms of food, Austria has several dishes like Wiener Schnitzel, Nodel, Tappelspitz. Austrian sausage is well known around the world. And who is the food? The people. So let us discuss about the people. Austria has a population of 8.8 million with 80% Austrian, 2.6% being German. The rest of the population is Balkan immigrants like Bosnians, Turks, Serbs, Romanians, etc. So most of the population speaks German with Turkish, Serbian, Hungarian, Romanian, etc. as other minor language. Our rule number one: do not call them German. They are Austrian German, not German German. The dialect can change every 500 kilometer in Austria. Austria is culturally rich. Music is big in Austria, as some of the famous musicians like Beethoven and Mozart were born here. Ex-governor of California, big movie star Arnold Schwarzenegger was born in Austria. Now, history in the quickest way I can put it. Austria was inhabited by Celtic tribes, and the Romans came and ruined everything. Of course, Romans in the 14th and the 15th century, the Habsburg came to power. And for FYI, for your information, the Habsburg were a royal family that controlled Spain and Austria, and even one point of time France as well. Afterwards, the Ottomans captured areas near Vienna, but then the Polish came to rescue, and the Ottomans had to retreat. During the 7-Year War, Austria allied with France. Bad idea because of course France loses everything. And in the Napoleonic Wars, Austria was invaded 3 times by France. Afterwards, the Austrians however, had to face the Hungarians rebelling for power, and they eventually Austria-Hungary was created. They invaded Bosnia but did not annex Bosnia until 1908. Rebellion and turmoil destroyed Austria. In June 1914, Archduke Franz Ferdinand was shot dead by the Yugoslav nationalists. This eventually led to World War I. They failed terribly in that war, and of course Austria-Hungary was dissolved. Austria had to see land to stroke, Yugoslavia, and Italy, and the rest of them became countries. Austria became a republic, and this is where things go even crazier. In 1933, the fascists under Adolf Hitler himself being an Austrian seized power in Germany. In 1934, a coup was attempted by the Austrian Nazis, but that failed. In 1938, Anschluss, Nazi Germany annexed Austria, and Austria became a part of the Germany until Americans and Soviet troops liberated Austria during 1944 to 1945. Austria was then divided into the British, French, British, American, and Soviet portions. After negotiation in 1955, Austria was united but decided to be neutral and not join the NATO or the Warsaw Pact, and here we are today. Austria consists rank high in terms of GDP per capita due to its highly industrialized economy and well-developed social market company. Austria joined the EU in 1995, which boosts a lot of its economy through inter-Europe trade. Dairy industry is big in Austria, and Austrian cheese is popular across the world. Austria produces many agricultural foods like maize, sugar beet, wheat, barley, potatoes, pork, wheat, and apples. You name the major industries are construction, engineering, goods, machine automation, pharma, paper, and electronics. Red Bull is a famous beverage brand from Austria. More on that later. Tourism is an important industry due to the serene and the beautiful landscape of Austria. Many people visit Austria annually. Austria has a lot of fun facts. Number one, Austria sort of started or influenced both world wars. While Germany got most of the blame for both world wars, Austria also started World War One. World War One due to the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand and the July crisis. World War Two because Hitler, the leader of German Reich, was born in Austria and he did well start World War Two, so I guess that counts. This is why Austria is not active in any defense organization or war. Austria is home to the oldest restaurant in Europe, founded in 1803 AD in the walls of an abbey, St. Peter's Cathedrale Culinarium, or whatever this is. Greats such as Mozart and even Christopher Columbus have said to be eaten at the restaurant. Number three, 19% of the Austria population are foreign born. What an interesting fact about Austria. That is a lot for a European country. If you're looking for our numbers, that is 1.69 million people not born in Austria living in Austria. Wow. Number four, you really get to know your teachers in Austria. In the Austrian equivalent to in elementary schools, kids are taught in class by one teacher for 4 years. They'll be a member of the family by the time you move to junior high. Strange. It's pretty strange. And also you need to only go to from school from 8 to 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. 4 hours a day. Dude, this is the best timing for school. And number five, during the 19th century, Vienna was involved in 9 major wars. Yes, Austria was involved in wars such as the coalition of Napoleonic Wars, Second Egypt-Ottoman War, revolutions of 1848, the three Italian Wars of Independence, Second Schleswig War, Austro-Prussian War, and the 1878 War, which is why Austria-Hungary was involved in the Balkan Feud. Number six, Red Bull was actually developed in Austria by a Thailand, that is Dietrich Maesch. An Austrian entrepreneur, went on trip to Thailand in 1982, looking a cure for jet lag. He found Krating Dayang, an energy drink formulated in 1975 to help to keep Thai levels refreshed. He took the formula back to Austria as Red Bull, and needless to say, it was a hit. But actually, the Thais came with this idea, of course. Number seven, a cool fact of Austria: it boasts the world's largest ice cave. Located in Werfen, the Eisenswell is completely plastered with ice in its 26-mile long interior. It was locally known until 1879 before which time the locals regarded as it a entrance to hell. A bit cold for hell, right? And now it's a popular site, and no photos allowed. Number eight, coffee is super important to Austrian people. All coffee shops still exist, like the 19th century establishment, Café Central and Café Lancement. About 90% of people of Austria drink coffee. There's even a tree named of a 3 p.m. coffee break with pastries, of course. House. In conclusion, Austria is a developed country which is blessed with its beautiful landscape, educated, peaceful, and harmonious. We'll surely visit Austria in the winter Skursky. Stay tuned, Bahrain is coming up next.